Hello and welcome to your daily astrology and tarot horoscope for today, Thursday, October 9, 2014, brought to you by Nicholas. And coming from yesterday, it's going to be a much lighter day. I mean, it's nice to get a breather. There's not a huge amount of things going on astrologically, but to get right into it, Thursday is the day of Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of good luck and good fortune and expansion. And, fairness, justice. I really link him to higher education. If you think of modern astrology, he rules Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is kind of like a ninth house thing, and you'll see those themes around Jupiter as well. So to definitely embody Jupiter, you just have to, this is a day. This is one of the days where you're allowed to just think positive, and no matter what, stay positive and feel lucky and try to embody your lucky side, because I mean that's what he's all about. It's sort of like, you fall down and you think that's bad, but when you fall down, you see a $20 bill on the ground or something like that. There's just those types of Jupiterian things that can happen, but it's even luckier than that, because Jupiter will come into a room and put everybody at ease. He'll make everybody laugh, and before you know it, everybody's working for him, and they're not even questioning it, and they're happy to be doing it at the same time. So just try to embody yourself as being and especially with Jupiter and Leo right now, just be an entertainer, be royal, be a peacock, and just have fun with it today. You have permission on a Thursday to just embody that side of the archetypes. So the card of the day. Well, let's go into the signifying card. If you watch my weekly tarot reading, I bring up the whole signifying card of the week, and I always pull a major arcana card, because those are the archetypes of our psyche. These are the situations that we're going through and the cycles that we're going through that we're trying to integrate, especially into our psyche, and try to use in more powerful ways. And so if you're following these videos, this is our signifying card of the week, and it's the star. It's just simple, elegant, be your true self, lightly shine in your dreams, and you're going to feel some of the abundance from that, and let things kind of come to you. Don't force them. Just keep that hope and be yourself this week, and that's what all this reading is leading up to. I know a lot of tarot readers who just do readings for the day, but you can get caught in the minutia. This is what we're trying to integrate for the entire week, so it's less minutia. It's more of a concrete sort of overlying theme for the entire week. And I'll link my weekly tarot reading video below if you would like to read it. And also, I'm definitely going to have a blog on what happened on Wednesday. There's just so much astrologically. If you please watch that video if you have a chance. And there's just a lot going on, and I just don't know if a video can do it justice. So, sorry, I'm just getting my supplies here. Okay, the card of the day, the lunar compass is what I call it, the emotional compass for the week, for Thursday, is this new vision card. And this is, to me, is the card of the mystic. This is, to me, the card of the shaman. And it's typically the Hanged Man card in other decks. And so, sometimes there's these events that are happening to us, and we just have to accept them, and they're for higher spiritual practices. So whatever thing that could possibly be bad, today you got to understand that it has an otherworldly significance. And you've got to just breathe through it, because even though your body, it's hard to show this picture, the body's decaying and sad at the bottom, the true spirit is going through some integration cosmic process and is able to embrace it in a true way. And if you looked at the hangman on any hangman card, he's being hung upside down, yet he's got this shining in his face. He's not in pain. He's actually able to resonate and breathe through it and go through it. That's why yoga practice is so powerful, because you get into these crazy poses and you put your bodies in these crazy situations, and you just got to breathe and keep your composure. And that today is a very yogic day like that. So just know that anything that happens is happening for a higher reason, and nothing bad may happen. You might be well adjusted, you might be well composed, and be ready to face it. So that'll be great. And it's just to remember you have to remember to shine like the star. This is a gentle card. This is a very feminine card, a very passive card, a very law of attraction card, just being yourself and letting things flow very gracefully. So that should help you on this Thursday. So that's the emotional compass, is you're going to feel like you may feel, the low side is you may feel like the martyr, and you may be upset about it on Thursday. Or the high side is you may see this, you may not allow yourself to super stress out about it. Vent the emotions that you have to if something happens in a proper way. Get it out so you're not holding it in, and then breathe and meditate on how you can make the best of the situation, because there is a better situation for you. All right, this is the Nine of Wands. And I love this card. I've never pulled it yet. This is a staircase of, looks like 9 wands, I'm assuming, climbing up to the moon. I don't know, it feels like an embrace of a firing of destiny, but a destiny that has to do with your emotions. And so this is the outward, this is the climb we have to make. I mean, the climb doesn't look very easy because there's branches that will get in the way of every step. It's going to try to thwart you. It's like climbing an American Ninja Warrior obstacle course or something. But it's going, you're going to the moon. You're going to something worthwhile. You're going to connect with your emotions and your intuitive side. And this week is so lunar. I mean, it's a very, very powerful week. What a very good card. This is the outward card, so there's something we're climbing toward. There's something that's going to happen that's going to make us make this climb, but it's worth it. It's important. And that really, really aligns with this new vision card. Just keep your composure. Don't have to freak out. How can you gently climb into what you need to do and really take care of your emotional needs today? What wonderful cards. All right. And so we've pulled the only thing to discuss astrologically. The moon is going to go into Taurus, where it's exalted at 4:44 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So everybody's going to pretty much be at work and have their regular day in a very earthy and kind moon. You know, Venus rules Taurus, and so this is a very receptive and kind energy to have the moon in right now. And so, yeah, I mean, just pay attention to that. It's earthy and sensual, so sometimes it's, you know, it kind of wants attention, and it kind of wants to be noticed, and it's very practical. It wants to be noticed in a tangible way. So those are kind of where people's emotions will be, which is very nice. You know, the moon is going to be opposite Mercury, then it's going to sextile Neptune, and at 11:36 p.m. it's going to trine Pluto. So 11:36 p.m. is another time where the moon is going to make a trine to Pluto, which is a very powerful planet with full of intense dark energy. So just make sure you're grounded, because it's an earth sign, and just, you might have some insights. You might want to journal if you're awake that night. But other than that, you know, the moon moves really fast, so it's just going to be a quick sextile. Notice if you see anything. The thing with Pluto is that it's a power struggle sometimes. So notice if you're apt to struggle for some power, struggle for some attention, struggle for some emotional support. But once again, these transits, you won't know how it's going to affect you unless you look at your chart and plug this information into your chart. And it won't necessarily manifest as something for you unless it's really triggering some planets in your chart, or some angles, or some, you know, maybe your part of fortune or your vertex. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear how anybody's checking in with the signifying card of the week. Like I said, I'm definitely slowly embracing my astrology and, you know, reading tarot cards, which is kind of funny coming from a man who does accounts receivable for a living. So, but, you know, you got to do the things you'd rather do anyway and just enjoy them no matter what, you know. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Thanks for watching.